Hello everyone, my name is Varad Dandagavhal and I am from SYIT PRN DSY1. This is the video for operating system ISE. In this video I will demonstrate how system call actually works behind the scene in the Ubuntu internally. So first of all we have to use a writer and make a document file. I will save as demo1.docs. Now before starting we have to know that we are starting it from the terminal, so we have to use a executable file of the application that can be present in user lib, then search for office, then in program you can see there is one file named suffice.bin. This is the executable file that we want to use. So let's start. First of all I will open in terminal. So to understand system call, Linux has given a command strace which helps to trace all the system call. So we will use that system call first, strace. Then we have to use -f to tell strace command to follow the child process. Then we will save all our output into a file. That's why we are using -o. So we will give a name like strace.output.txt. Then we have to give that path of executable file. So it is present in lib, program, and suffice.bin. Then we have to mention that we are going to open directly the liboffice writer, and the file name that we have given is that demo1.docs. As soon as we have entered, our office has been writer has been generated. So we will write a sample text and Control S, and we will close. Now as we can see, our file has been generated. So before first of all we will understand what is a system call. So our operating system is divided between two parts, a shell and a kernel. All the functionalities of the OS is present inside the kernel within a small function written in C language or any language, and shells gives an interface to use that functions. Also operating system has two modes. One is user mode and one is kernel mode. User mode is the mode where a user can perform all the operations that does not require any interference of the OS. I mean, it can perform all the operation without the need of OS. And in kernel, all the specific function that can only a kernel can do is present in the kernel mode. So to change between user mode to kernel mode and take the output from the kernel, we have to use system call. So in this example, so there are different types of system call: process management, memory management, device management system call. So we will see one by one. As soon as a user clicks on the file in Ubuntu, either you are interacting with a terminal or you are interacting with the GUI like file manager. So first fork system call will get execute, which will create a child process, and then exe. But when you click on the file, now again a one fork call will get execute, which will create a child process of the file manager or the terminal. Then the exe, that is the execute file system call, that will replace the image of the child process with the new process, that is nothing but the writer. So as you can see, so this is the first line. and this is the execute system call that is being executed. Now to search for fork system call, we have to search for clone. So in modern Linux system, the fork system call is being replaced by the clone system call, which do the same works. Return the child ID. This is the child ID in some other for this is the child ID of that process. Then at first we can see the execute system call. Afterwards, then when we open a file, then we can see there are, so the first system call we can see open at. This is similar to the open system call, which take multiple parameters like the file location, the permission, whether it is read only, write only. So this is the open system call. Then whenever we open a file, it is constantly reading, irrespective whether it is blank or open, it is constantly reading. So we can see that it is performing read operation every single time, irrespective it is empty or single character is being typed. Then when we type something, write system call gets executed behind the scene. As you can see, I have written 8 bytes. Afterwards, when you press Ctrl S or press save button, then what actually happens is that write system call gets activated, your file gets saved onto the hard disk. Now we can also see that IOCTL is being also used. Why? Just because we are using write system call, that is we are saving our file from RAM to hard disk permanently. So we have to make some changes. So we have to first use the IOCTL device management system call. Then again we have to use read and write system call of the device hard disk, so that the entire process gets wrapped up. And at the last we can see that once you close your application, so the close system call gets activated and all the memory and the resources that was allocated to your process gets removed. So this was my demonstration. Thank you.